guys, my name is Maddie, or Books with Maddie, and today we're doing the end of the year book tag. Okay, end of the year book tag. We're literally just gonna go. I did just post, oh, we have this stupid laptop lighting again. I did just post a video about my end of the year reading plans, but then I remembered there's an actual end of the year book tag. End of the year book tag, that's what it's called. So I'm gonna do this as well. Some of them might have been answered in my other video. So I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna keep the answers brief, because if they've been answered in another video. Okay, so I literally think we're just gonna get into it. Literally no intro, just go. I've had caffeine today in this tea that I'm drinking. So we're gonna see how this video goes. The first question is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? Yes, and there are so many, but I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to finish any of them. If you watched my reading plans video, you know that I have quite a few challenges that I need to finish before the end of the year. So I'm really prioritizing those, and some of the books that I started and didn't finish aren't really on that list. One of them would be Bad Romance by Heather Demetrius. I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel. I really enjoyed reading this, but it was just like a lot when I was reading it. It's a very kind of triggering book, and so I got about halfway through it, and I'm going to finish it eventually, but I don't know if it'll be this year. Another one is, I don't have the physical copy of this book because it's actually out of print, but it's called Stone Butch Blues by Leslie Feinberg. This is for my gender and sexuality and literature course, and I never finished the book. Dr. Ryan Bryant, if you're watching this, just ignore this part, okay? I don't watch this part, okay? And then the last one is A Good Man is Hard to Find by Flannery O'Connor. It was also a book I was supposed to read for school, but I actually did do the required reading. It was we had to read 3 short stories from that collection. I read all 3 of them, but I wanted to finish the whole collection, and I never ended up doing that. So I think those are the only books that I'm in the middle of that I haven't finished. So the second question is, do you have an autumnal book to Second question is, do you have an autumnal, what is that word and why can't I say it? Autumnal. Do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the end of the year? Well, I'm doing this tag late, so it's already autumn. It's almost winter. So no, not really. I'm not much of a person who reads based on the seasons. If I were to be that kind of person, I'd probably read some type of thrillers. I have Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. That feels very autumny. The Silent Patient I just read, and that was very, very autumny, so maybe I'll go with that, but I already read it. Let me see, out of the ones that I have to read, Old Baggage by Lisa Evans. It kind of has an autumnal vibe, but probably just because it's this ugly color. That's what I have. Number 3, question 3. I'm gonna adjust this camera for a second. Hang on. Ah! I think I just died. The third question is there any new releases you're still waiting for? I'm not really... I don't really keep up with new releases. I'm terrible. I need to get better. But I know that The Mystery of Mrs. Christie is coming out December 29th by Marie Benedict. I've read one of Marie Benedict's books before. It was the one about Hedy Lamarr. What was it called? The Only Woman in the Room. I didn't really like it, to be honest. But I do want to pick out The Mystery of Mrs. Christie because it's about Agatha Christie. It's a mystery by Agatha Christie, which is ironic because Agatha Christie wrote mysteries, and so she's missing in the mystery. Wait, missing mystery. Do they call them mysteries because people are missing in the mysteries? Oh my gosh, hold up. Is that why they call them mysteries? Did everybody else know this? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's, I guess, one that I'm waiting for. I literally Googled new releases in December for this question. That was the only one I was fairly interested in because it was on my TBR. Okay, question number 4. What are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? If you want to know all of the books that I want to read before the end of the year, check out my books I want to read before the end of the year video. I talk about the books I want to read before the end of the year, but I'll give you three little sneak peeks of what I want to read for the end of the year without watching that video. I want to read Flame in the Mist by Renee Ahdieh, Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. There's 3 for you. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Honestly, I would love that. I don't really have a definitive favorite book of the year right now, which is kind of disappointing. Last year, I was sure. I was like, well, it was between two, but both of them were so good. Like, right now there's no competition, it's just like, I don't know what the best book I've read this year is, which is kind of, I don't know, disheartening. So I hope so. I think that some great possibilities are Marie Lu. I'm planning on reading The Young Elites by Marie Lu. And Marie Lu always really hits me in the heart. So that's not a saying. I just love her writing. I feel like she's always, like, for some reason her writing just, like, affects me on a different level. And so I feel like The Young Elites could be up there in the top books that I read this year. Another one, In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I don't own that one yet, but I'm planning on reading it around Christmas time. I love Christina Lauren's work. I think they're amazing, and that could be a favorite. And then another one is Old Baggage, the one I talked about earlier. I always love historical fiction, and usually the historical fiction that I read is like some of my favorite books of the year. So that one could really have potential. And then the other one that I was thinking of is Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. Leigh Bardugo is like my favorite author, so obviously that could really bump its way up. The last question is number 6. Have you already started making reading plans for 2021? Yes, I have. I have a lot of videos that I wanted to do this year that I just didn't have the time to do, and I'm moving those to next year, or I just like was waiting on for some reason, and now I'm getting to do those. I have some bigger ideas, some bigger reading vlog things. I don't do reading vlogs because I hate them, but I might start to do them next year. Who knows? It might happen. And I also have some challenges, some like secret TBR challenge things that I'm like working on. Very exciting things. Also, of course, I'm working on improving and changing the deck of TBR game. I'm working on decorating the board so it's more pretty and doing all that kind of stuff. That's it though. I want this to like turn so you can see. It's a B and it says be positive. Okay. If you're interested in where the direction that Deck of TBR is heading, I just made a video called The Future of Deck of TBR. I will link it. I will have the little card thing in the corner. I believe it's this side, but I could be wrong. And you can check that out. And then of course I will have my Deck of TBR game coming out in the beginning of December, the first Saturday or something of December. Who knows when it'll come out these days. But yeah, that's it. That is all I have to say to you today. I hope you enjoyed. I know everybody's coming out with the end of the book TV, the end of the year book game. What's it called? What is this called? End of the book year. End of the year book tag. Whoa. Okay, I could literally. I'm gonna stop talking at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and you can check the description below for my Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. I hope you have a great day, I hope you have a great week, and I hope you have a great life, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye!